bring it down to the courthouse with all your proof, Lisa, and get an appointment with a judge. Why don't you? Why don't you? You just told me you had all this proof. The whole neighborhood, but Lisa, you just told me. Hey, what does that do? I don't care.
You just asked me why my house only looks like that. Right there. This is what my house looks like.
Nobody has the apps that you're dealing with on your stupid phone.
And he goes, how come the neighbors don't look like that? And but there is someone. There's somebody that lives at 5301 Glendale Avenue, and her house looks just like that. So I'm not the only one. Look at that. These are freaking serial killers.
2 people in a $150,000 fucking.
Yeah, I got 2,115 networks over my house right now. And they're all these neighbors got beacons that are helping transmit all this freaking radio frequency into my environment. Look at all of these MAC addresses. They're all traceable. They're all traceable.
Lisa, that's less than 2%.
Look at that.
2 people in $100,000.
And look at that. Here I've got a hotspot beaconing in all the way from...
Anybody says anything?
I ate at Grandma's restaurant about a week ago, and this didn't show up till just today. So I don't know how that works, but that hotspot's there. And all of these criminal people have beacons and transmitters and receivers helping to facilitate crimes against humanity. They're swamping my house with radio frequency, lethal radiation, nonstop. Look at all them devices. Yep. Here, there's another app. These are beacons. These are all neighbors that got a weaponized beacon. Look at that, how many of them I have. All across the state of Minnesota. And I even have some as far as look at that. California, Arizona, Tucson, Alabama, Nashville, Tennessee, Sanborn, New York. There's like 4 of them there. See that? This is a weapon system. These people are making money off your demise. And this is my community. I'm just covered. Here I was just documenting my IPv4 mapper. See, look at this. This is my house. Here's my house. I'm just swamped. Look at all of these beacons being transmitted here. It's all radio frequency, which is hazardous to your health. Look at my neighbor next door, 2828 Harvey Street. He moved in. He had devices in my environment before he even unloaded the U-Haul. He doesn't go to work. He just sits there all day and does stuff like this. He has 4 weaponized ATT towers. And look at, these are all sicky, icky neighbors. So yeah, this one just went to... This one, 3028 Piedmont Avenue. And you look up and it's my neighbor right here that lives at 2738 Harvey Street, Darcy Redenbach. She lives just down the block, just down about 4 houses. She was like her daughter was my daughter's best friend, growing up. I've lived here for 20 years. We go to concerts together and we switched, we'd exchange Christmas gifts and yeah, that's what they secretly worm their way into your life, and the whole while they're trafficking your body data to make money. All of these just came in. All of these are these right here. Another one. Look at that. So that's another weapon system. These are all these people right here. Here's Nathan next door. He's got just every day. coming in with these beacons. Nathan Farrell. Many previous at 2644 Hagberg Street. There's another one, 2410 Harvey Street. You know, here's one at the Christ Lutheran Church, St. Lawrence Church. You know, the Walkers here. On and on. All of these people making money. Look at this. All these people making money off you. This is a freaking silent Holocaust. It's a extrajudicial killing. Look at all these people. And my husband treats me like garbage. Treats me like garbage. Everybody's pissed because they never expected me to find out. Look at this way over here in Washburn, Wisconsin. So all these people coming in my environment with this, all the same people, Nate Gear over and over. See Spectrum Mobile, the SHA one. That's an NSA cryptography. Look at all these people. They all have devices in my environment. That's against the law. That's breaking and entering. That's breaking and entering. Look at Steffi. That one Steffi that was just there. He lives about a block straight due north of me. And I looked up, he just moved here and he came from the some warfare, army warfare camp in Alaska. Here's this Witz family across the street. All of these people, young couple, you know, 25 years old. They've got two devices in my environment. This is how they're making their money. Look at all these hidden devices, all these Orbi Wi-Fi extenders and stuff. And then watch this. Let's see, I have here. I also pay for a extra function here. See, searching for cell towers. Oh, there's only one on there right now. Oh. What the heck? Oh, that's weird. Oh, where's my... There. He's got me worked up. He just came home and just started in on me. This is where I document a lot of my evidence. I've got 2,139 followers. I'm following the people I follow. A lot of it is social mapping of people I find in my environment, my network. You know, Notary of France. Bro Chain, just from Bro Chain. UND, University of North Dakota Aerospace, they were flying over my house. Some of my posts. Aerial harassment today. Neighbors with these intense beams. Drones at night. You know, all the military. It's Veterans Day. My dad was served in the United States Armed Forces, and, I just got nothing but lots of military involved in here in this. Here's my house. This is what my house looks like on the Wiggle map. Look at that. These are all Nordic semiconductors. And then the dots are neighbors who have beacons that help. And this is a weaponized Verizon wireless. It's coming from the neighbors. You know, this is lethal levels of EMF. That's my detection and showing all the different people that are in my environment that cause that. Here's this is all people coming in with infrasound, and this was just in a 2 days time time frame. I had New Zealand, somebody from New Zealand, Australia, New City College in the United Kingdom comes in all the time. Lingman, it was north of Lingman Lake, Canada. Somebody that lived on the last property on the east road of this Lac, Quebec there, lake. Somebody was beaming in from the Galleria Palms apartment building in Las Vegas. I have 2 different military men right here on Betty Louise Drive in Panama City. One's listed as like a Navy computer engineer, and the other one was Department of Defense or something. I've had actually 4 from that block corner right there. Here's somebody else from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I have a whole bunch other ones, a whole block like that over in Richfield, Minnesota. All neighbors got beacons. So this guy, I don't know who they are yet. It looks like a lot of people in their family died. It's actually says Timothy Cruzen. So Timothy Cruzen's passed away. His wife has passed away. It's just same story a lot of times. So that's who lives there. Which one's this? Let's see, I had, my military, Panama City, Minneapolis. Oh, it was like listed as a kindergarten school in like right on the edge of the United States, California and Mexico. So I'm not sure if it's like Saliquio, but it was a kindergarten school. That's right there. I had two people in the same little community in Gardendale, Alabama. And this one by Gainesville, Florida, it was like by the airport, I don't know. And then I've always got my group right here from Playas, New Mexico Military Training Center. And then, off the coast of Africa, there's always, if it's called Essentia Island, anywhere from 1 to 6 or 8 beacons. Stuff like this in my Wireshark database. So this is Cell out of Korea, and they are a bio platform company that is forging a new future in tissue engineering and regenerative medicine. Why are they in my network? Another one, it's a sensor data collector company, Cleveland Price Sensor Data Collectors. And this is what a picture, what it looked like was this little thing hanging on the power line. And I was down at my grandchildren's house, and this is what it looked like on the map, on Wiggle Map, after I was there. And came like the next day, and I was looking because like one node over the garage was like emitting like 10 devices, just one node. So I happened to snap that picture, and I just found this, and that was way like in August that I did that. And then I was just doing some research in my my Wireshark database, and ran this one, and then I thought, wow, that could very well be that device right there at my grandkids' house. Here's my sister Susan. Her birthday was November 7th, and she would have been 64 years old. And she died in 1994 at age 34, hearing voices in the 80s. My poor sister Susan died alone, tortured to death. Another one, more Wireshark. This was in the news. Something about this company was in the news, and then they ended up being in my database. Something about the DOD had to do with the DOD. This is what they allow to happen to you. It says you deserve it. My neighbors that's related to my husband's cousin, related to the guy the other side of me, Paul Carlson. And, you know, the Beacon went over to their house and they named their property, You Deserve It. And then you go down the street and people flip you off. And this guy, this is the guy that lives at the end of the block, and he has a commercial cellular tower, and always coming in my environment with devices and beacons that he's, you know, trafficking and making a living off of me. And he comes over here and he says my grandkids were on his property, and he's calling the police. I mean, he could have called the police from his house, but he comes over here, pounds on my door, screams at my little grandchildren. He's screaming at my grandkids. And then he comes out, and then so I put my phone up and started recording him, and he swung at me. He swung me, and he did make contact. I mean, he didn't hurt me, but he did make contact. He hit me. Look at his face. And this is what they're allowing to happen in your frickin' neighborhoods, so these dirty, ishy criminals can make money off of you. And I won't be silent. My daughter's being tortured to death with voice over IP, voice over internet, voices transmitted in her head, so these people can make money. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, documenting. I guess I could have went like this. Would have been better. Okay, there's my house. There it is. Duluth, Minnesota. Cyber torture defined by United Nations Torture Rapporteur Nils Melzer. My entire family on the OFAC watch list. It's an unconstitutional authorization for human research, experimentation, and torture. A hidden global economy.